Mike the Shadow, here once again, joined by the #1 wingman in the business, Subscriber84. Today I want to talk about a character from one of the all-time greatest animes to ever be made. That anime is Dragon Ball Z, and the character is Gohan, the son of Goku. This is a character near and dear to my heart. He has been greatly disrespected over the years. Not without good reason. If Goku is the soul of Dragon Ball, Gohan is the heart. Gohan as a character helped shape the lives of many kids and young adults back then. And to see now how he gets ridden is a crime. His lack of training keeps being used as a plot device to take him out of the story. Gohan deserves so much better. He is almost the new Yamcha now. Yes, I know he has beast mode now, but I don't believe that his new power status will be at the top for long. They give Gohan a moment, then instantly take it away. I'm not even saying Gohan needs to be the strongest, just stop having him take all the L's. They got this man out here taking L's that should be easy dubs for him. I still remember when future Trunks showed up and told Goku his story. Trunks said that Gohan was the only Z fighter to survive, and was his teacher. Just hearing that brought tears to my eyes. Then after watching The History of Trunks, and seeing Gohan standing alone fighting the good fight while wearing that uniform, he really was his father's son. After watching The History of Trunks, how could you not respect Gohan? Fans need to remember who Gohan is. Put some respect on Gohan's name.
You want to talk about Gohan? He was him, not anymore. It breaks my heart, but that Gohan is gone. Most of us saw ourselves in Gohan as kids. As a kid, seeing a child holding his own and fighting back against adults was groundbreaking back then. Despite all the memes and jokes about Gohan online now, he is still the OG, heir to the throne, character. We got to see this kid go from a scary crybaby to one of the scariest fighters you will ever want to face. Gohan gave a youth hope that one day we too could be powerful. Even if you were small, weak, and afraid, there was a hidden power in you that you could tap into. A power that would make you unstoppable. That power would take away your fear and your doubts. You could become an unstoppable force able to right any wrong, defeat any foe, and protect everyone. Gohan was the kid we all wanted to be. Gohan got me and a lot of kids through junior high and high school. When you watched Dragon Ball, you always knew Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo would have their big epic moments, but you never expected much from Gohan in early Dragon Ball. That is why whenever those first moments started to happen, it took you by surprise. Gohan would have a small burst from here and there. Raditz, Vegeta, and Nappa were all great moments, but when he unleashed his power on Frieza, was the moment the whole world stopped for everyone watching. Gohan in that moment was beating the hell out of the most powerful being in the universe. A feat at that time even Vegeta couldn't do. It was a moment when Gohan went from a supporting fighter to one of the main fighters of the group. Then after Frieza transformed, Frieza had Vegeta frozen with fear, and gave Piccolo the beating of a lifetime. Once again, Gohan put the fear of God into Frieza by almost killing Frieza. It was Gohan who made Frieza decide to use his final form. Put some respect on Gohan's name.
I couldn't have said it better. Everyone only talks about what Gohan did in the Cell Saga. Gohan has been showing that he was him long before he went Super Saiyan 2. Everyone only talks about Gohan beating Cell. Gohan was and is more than that one fight. Nowadays in anime, the word potential gets handed out left and right. A Super Saiyan bargain sale. Gohan is one of the first characters to show and embody that term. Even now when I hear someone say a person has potential, Gohan is one of the first images that pops up in my mind. He may have suffered from questionable writing over the years, but that doesn't take away what he was and still means today. The only other character that can compare to have had worse treatment from the writing is Piccolo. But that's another video. Nowadays in Dragon Ball, Gohan is barely even a side character. He was one of the core parts that helped get Dragon Ball Z as big as it got in popularity. Now all he gets is disrespect and jokes made. Even I have made jokes about how bad he is now, sometimes. With all the BS they have him doing these days, how could you not? It's like they are trying to make you dislike Gohan. How is he such a jobber now? How does Krillin get a win over Gohan? Weird to believe that Gohan has never seen the solar flare before. Do you mean to tell me that after how many times Gohan fought alongside Krillin, Gohan doesn't remember that the solar flare is one of Krillin's favorite moves to use? Gohan really is the new Yamcha now. Whenever Gohan shows up, he talks a big game, then gets the crap beat out of him. Gohan is now just a punching bag. Then there's Resurrection F. Gohan can't even take a hit from base form Frieza now. Who wrote that crap? They could have at least had Frieza go into his final form before he knocked out Gohan. How did it get to this point that Gohan is no longer even a factor in battle? That is just disrespectful. Put some respect on Gohan's name.
Yeah, Gohan future used to look so bright, now you are just happy to see him on screen for a few minutes. After Goku, Gohan was the main character. Goku was A1 and Gohan was A2. So how is it now that he barely makes the top 5 in the group most of the time? This type of thing is one of the problems with the current Dragon Ball series. New Dragon Ball doesn't have those core character elements. Characters are not acting like themselves. Goku being lectured by Vegeta for training too much, and about meditation. Gohan keeps not training, and losing his power. As if Goku and Piccolo being alive would allow it to keep happening. Vegeta even scolded him in the Buu saga about not training. Piccolo gives up fighting to be a babysitter and more. I knew once I saw what they did to Gohan in Battle of the Gods, it was over for him. Battle of the Gods takes place a few years after the fight with Buu, so Gohan should still be close to his mystic form. I still call that form by that name, so now we are supposed to believe that Gohan lost more power in a couple of years than the power lost in the 7 years after Cell. The math ain't mathing. As smart as Gohan is said to be, how does he stop his training time after time? He saw the impact on other characters because of his lack of training in the Buu saga. He blamed himself for Piccolo and Krillin getting turned to stone. Are we supposed to believe this character makes this same mistake 2 or 3 more times? That is just lazy writing. Dragon Ball is now just the Goku and Vegeta show. There is no room for the other characters. Every new character that gets introduced gets more screen time and has a bigger impact on the story than Gohan does. For example, Android 17 somehow completely overshadows Gohan in both power and importance in the story at one point. Before Android 17 was reintroduced, he was not even able to beat Imperfect Cell. And now he is on par with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Every character in the show should forget all other training methods and just become a park ranger to get stronger.
Gohan was the Dragon Ball legacy character. He was the future of the franchise. For him to become irrelevant today is a crime. That is one of the reasons I think all these new Dragon Ball series aren't hitting the old popularity levels. All these new series are mainly just a bunch of fan service. Gohan was there from the beginning. Dragon Ball was Gohan's story, just as much as Goku's. Some of you may have forgotten, or want to act like Gohan was never that important besides one moment against Cell. A lot of people think Gohan's only importance as a character is just to be the strongest one day. Gohan as a character means so much more than just his power.
Gohan has had some of the most epic moments and lines in the series. People want to use the fact that he doesn't love fighting like Goku and Vegeta as a reason to trash him. It is because he doesn't love to fight is what makes him special. If Gohan loved fighting he would just be a complete copy of Goku. That line in the Avengers movie by Black Widow to the Hulk sums up Gohan's character perfectly. The line is, "The guy who spends his life avoiding the fight because he knows he will win." You saw this very thing when Gohan was trying to talk Cell down. Gohan kept telling Cell he didn't want to fight him because he knew he would end up killing him. How gangster mode is that? Your opponent is beating the hell out of you. Instead of you getting upset, you warn them to stop, or it will get ugly for them. So I'm here to say, that all the disrespect towards Gohan needs to stop. Stop playing with Gohan's name on these YouTube and social media streets.
Gohan's impact on the other characters in the story is not just about his power. He was the one who turned Piccolo from the dark side. He was the reason Goku sacrificed his life against Raditz. Gohan and Krillin were the tag team champs of the Namek saga. Even before he went Super Saiyan 2 he earned Vegeta's respect. If Gohan hadn't saved Dende from Dodoria, all of the Z warriors would have been wiped out on Namek early on. The Namek arc would be very short, if not for Gohan's actions. So I know it's the cool thing to hate Gohan these days, but let's not forget what he brought to the story back then. I will always remember that crybaby kid who grew up with this and saw that same kid turn into a battle-hardened warrior. Put some respect on Gohan's name. If you think Gohan deserves better, please leave a comment. If you like this video, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. It's back to the shadows. Thanks for watching.